Hello. Today we're having cane.
Yes.
We got the box combo, all of us. Of course. I was just laughing because I really don't ever eat the coleslaw. And I saw that she ordered, instead of coleslaw,
Extra
fries.
fries.
I was like, "Are you smart?"
Have you never done that?
No.
Did you not know you could substitute it?
No.
You can get an extra toast también.
Yeah, I've heard about the extra toast, but honestly, I never get the box combo. I usually always get the 3-finger combo. So I'm like, I didn't even know the 3-finger combo doesn't come with
Coleslaw.
Anyways, we're gonna talk about traditions since it's like the holidays. We're thinking about like we all grew up differently. We all have like even though we're all kind of like Mexican American, we all grew up different traditions, different like family dynamics. So we're all gonna like go around, say childhood things that we did growing up, like how we spent Christmas, Thanksgiving. What are the next 2 holidays coming up? Well, first I'm gonna just go first and say like Halloween. My mom's super religious. We don't celebrate it at all. It is of the devil.
At all?
At all. Like trick or treating, she will literally put a sign to the kids like, "Do not knock on my door." And God bless you.
Not the God bless you. For me, when I was little, it wasn't a big deal. So I got to go trick or treating maybe like once or twice when I was little. But then afterwards, we became religious, so that was a normal. And then we kind of celebrated again, but it was more of like a Christian twist. So like I remember one year we gave out candy bags, and then we would put little like gospel comic thingies in it. Yeah.
What about you? You also like Halloween?
Yeah, like when we were younger, like my parents were dressed us up, but we wouldn't really like. I mean, we would go to like the rich people houses and we would like trick or treat and stuff. But then my second sister, she was born on Halloween, so her birthday's on Halloween. So like since she was like born, we like just celebrated her birthday instead, and we were kind of also religious. So then my parents just kind of like that. I guess that was the excuse of my sister having her birthday, and we just never celebrated it like that again. But I mean, I would dress up my kids. Like when I have kids, I would like dress them up and like.
Last year was the first time I took my nephew trick or treating, and I was like, "Oh my god, I love this!" Like you go and get candy. Some people don't even like go get candy, but the other people giving out candy in their houses are like fun and cool lights and all that, and it was just a really fun experience that I would like love to have my kids. Probably when they're like really young, I would do the whole giving out candy. And I was saying like, y'all can have like, give me your ideas. We'll decorate the house. It'll be like a theme, you know.
Definitely.
But definitely, I don't see anything bad. Like even for religious wise, like I love God, or whatever. I was just dressing up, having fun, being safe. I'm not worshiping the devil. You know what that TikTok sound? You devil worshippers.
Oh my god. Okay, so my coworker, you know, she like she's living in this house and she has like several roommates, and one of the owner of the house lives in the house with them. She's also like a roommate, and so they carved some pumpkins on Friday, and then the lady like sent them a message and she was like, hey, if y'all are gonna be, Halloween is not something we celebrate in this house. If y'all are gonna be like trick-or-treating, please do it outside, on like not in the sidewalk, like basically, and please don't have any candy outside. If you're gonna bring like some Halloween candy, like keep it in your room. Basically we don't celebrate this. And I was kind of like,
but I mean, it's just like the landlord. Like, can she even tell you to do that?
But she lives in the house now.
I don't know. I kind of just thought that, like, I mean, you're opening yourself to like bring other people to your house. Like, you can't really. I mean, I guess I understand her point, but at the same time, it's like, déjalas hacer lo que quieran. Like it's not like it's. If I understand, they're bringing in that vibe, I guess, by like people trick-or-treating it.
The bad juju.
Exactly. I don't know. Like, I just didn't think that was like
a big deal.
Yeah.
I can see both sides though, because
yeah,
like imagine you being like a religious person and you let someone not of your religion, you know. Well, I'm gonna take it to extremes and be like letting a Satanist or something, and like, would you want them to worship?
So I feel that's where you're going to an extreme. Like it's kind of like
that is an extreme, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like in their mind, that's the extreme of like Halloween is like the devil's holiday, the devil's birthday, or whatever they say.
I feel like that's kind of like going to the extreme of like in the landlord's screening process, they're gonna be like, "What is your religion?" But I feel like if you're gonna be that picky about who's living in your house, then you should.
Yeah.
You should make sure that this is something that you should have thought of before renting to me. You know?
Like laid that out at the beginning.
Like, hey, you know what? Halloween is not a thing here. Like, you know? Yeah. What about what's the next holiday coming up?
Thanksgiving. It was never a big thing for me. Like,
no.
Okay, so my mom worked like most of her
holidays.
most holidays, like they never really like closed at the restaurant that she worked in. And so like Thanksgiving, like she would come home like really late because she had to like cook like all the pavos and like all the turkeys and stuff. And so we just never really did like anything. Like it was never like a holiday like that. Like my sisters and I would joke that it's like a white people like holiday, and it is. You know, to be honest, like it's for the colonizers. Let's not say.
But I feel like we love taking traditions like from like my family. We do like Thanksgiving. Growing up, I feel like it was bigger, but so much just has changed since then. Like people have died. We're not as close. Grandparents, you know, the normal. We're not as close as we used to be as united, so it's very much like a different family group now. But we still get together and do like Thanksgiving, but we don't do like I don't like turkey. I don't know if nobody's ever made me good turkey. Actually, one time Nick for Thanksgiving in Dallas, he got a smoked turkey from like a place, and that turkey I fucked it up. So maybe it's like that type of. But I did one time celebrate white people Thanksgiving. Nick is my sister's husband, and he's white, like 6th generation Mexican, but white.
And whitewashed.
Yeah, and he looks white.
Oh, he does look white too.
Anyways, so that was the best Thanksgiving I ever had because first of all, we woke up, everybody cooked the night before. Basically, in the morning, you do like the last minute stuff. We ate at 12, like noon. Like you don't have breakfast. We had Thanksgiving. So we ate really early. And I feel like what happens when we eat late is that you eat once and then you're like, what? Like it's so late in the day that you like. I feel like so much is leftovers, and that's why we have recalentado. But what we ended up doing, we ate early. Some people took naps. Me and Stephanie went on a hike. Then we came back and you're hungry because it's like 3, and we ate again. Then like I took a nap. We played some board games. And then at 6, we ate again. So I feel like you're just eating the whole day. So that was a fun day. And we were just drinking the whole day too.
For me, Thanksgiving was a big deal growing up, just because like our whole family would get together, like my cousins, my aunts, and whatever. But then after a while, like the family drama kind of got to be too much. So it's been a few years already, like probably since after like elementary or middle school, we don't really get together like that. Like the whole family has not been in a room together like that since elementary school. But yeah, now it's not. We don't really do anything on Thanksgiving.
I also want to say like my parents have always like said, like you don't have to wait until like someone's birthday to like give them a gift or like tell them you love them and like stuff like that and show them like your appreciation. So like my parents would also say about Thanksgiving, like, yeah, we can celebrate it and we like it's a day for us to come together and whatever. But they would always say, like you have to give thanks every day, But yeah,
my mom has made that argument before too, but I just see it as an excuse to get together and eat.
And it's a paid holiday.
Yeah, usually.
Did y'all ever go like Black Friday shopping?
No, it's never been a thing.
Did you?
Did you?
No.
I remember I used to get invited when I was little by my friends, and I would want to go so bad because I was like, oh my god, what's the whole deal about? But my mom wouldn't let me.
What about for like Christmas? Do y'all have any traditions like before Christmas leading up to Christmas?
Just for us, I mean, for us, we celebrate Noche Buena, so we celebrate Christmas Eve. No, and like the 25th is really just recalentado.
But I mean, traditions leading up to Christmas, like any like, okay, do y'all get a real tree? Do y'all have an electric tree? No tree.
Sometimes we put up a tree.
Huh?
Sometimes we put up a tree.
Is it a real one or like electrical?
No, the plastic ones. No.
Yeah, same. Like, I think like every year we try to rotate a quien le va a tocar, you know, sacar y guardar el árbol, and we just never, you know, we're not really like strict on that. So we don't really do like any traditions before. Oh, so I'm Catholic, so we do like la levantada del niño Dios, and my dad always every year he always like made a house, so we would like sometimes help him make like a casita before el 24. And yeah, I remember this year hizo una casita and he made like a little pond in it.
That's cute.
And we always like put animalitos and stuff, and yeah.
That's what I mean. I feel like some people who are not religious don't get when I say, instead of saying, "Oh my God," I say, no. What do I say a lot? That I'm like, Lord, Mary, Joseph, the camel. What I, But anyways, for Christmas, our only tradition is like at the day after Thanksgiving. There's like a Christmas tree farm here. That day after Thanksgiving, it's like free to go get your. It's a free entrance. It's not free to get your tree, but it's free to go cut down your own Christmas tree. And we just started that tradition. I want to say like going on 2020, so 4 years strong. No, a little bit more for 2018 type. So it's been going on for a while now. And my brother just got a new house, and he was saying how he has high ceilings. So he said like he's like, I'm gonna go for a tall tree this year, and I'm like, I want to see, because the taller the tree, the more expensive it is. So we usually go for like a little chateau one, the one that's a little ugly and priced at $80.
Have you gone to see the house?
Girl.
We'll talk about that later.
Why is it giving? Oh, you want to talk about mothers?
Anyways. What about Christmas Day? So same thing for me. We don't never celebrate. We celebrate the 24th at night. What is like a traditional food that y'all do? Like
Tamales.
Or pozole.
We do like since we're a lot of us, we do both.
And like el 24, like we do like la levantada del niño Dios, like always before like before eating or after eating. I don't think we're like yeah, but always every year la levantada del niño Dios. And we have like different niño dioses. Mi tía tiene uno, my parents have one, y yo abro yo a ese. And then my aunt has one, and my parents are padrinos de ese. So it's like, you know.
Is that something you're going to continue with your kids, like in the future?
Yeah.
What's something you would want to implement for Christmas with your kids? Something that you don't do right now that you would be like, it'd be good to do with my
like
kids.
Making new traditions.
Maybe like just sitting all together at the table at the same time to eat at the same time, like, and just no phones, no like.
You?
I think mine would be more present wise, because growing up we didn't really get presents, and I remember for the 24th when we did Noche Buena and we were all together, we would leave before midnight, because at midnight one of my aunts would like always do the presents, and like we never brought presents, or like, you know, we like it was never like that. So I feel like it would be more present oriented. Like I would definitely get them a book, like a new pair of clothes, whatever that be, like pajamas or something, and something they're interested in. Like once they're older, obviously, like once they have more interest, something like that. And also have them pick out gifts, because I know they do the angel tree, I think, every year, where you can pick out gifts for like kids that don't have anything. So that's something I'd want to do with my kids every year.
I feel like I'd like to keep our Christmas tree tradition. I think that'd be cool. We only have one nephew, and he's gone with us, and I feel like all of us have a picture of like trying to cut the tree. And even though it's like a whole, like, I mean, me, you know, I end up doing the line all chueca. But at the end of the day, my dad ends up fixing it and cutting the tree. But it's just like the fun, like the feeling, and Alejandro's done it too now, so it's like cute. And then, well, the same thing where we don't really do gifts. We used to do gifts on El Dia de los Reyes Magos. So, and I think it was because we used to spend it together as a family that we wouldn't do it. Also, we also celebrate a lot in Mexico, and they don't do gifts till the Dia de los Reyes Magos. One time I went to Mexico. Oh, let's go. I'm skipping a holiday. And the only thing I would want to do with kids, probably like I would like to do like the little sock thingies.
Oh, the stockings. Yes, me too.
And I was telling you earlier that I would like to do. It's the white part of the tradition, but you know how on the 25th we don't really do anything. Like our celebration was the 24th. We might do it on the 25th, but we don't really do like there's nothing we really do. And I would like to implement like just spending that morning or like that time with my kids and like just being with my spouse or whatever. Enjoying Christmas Day,
I agree. I would want that too.
What about New Year's?
For New Year's, we would go again when I was a kid. When we were not when I was in elementary school, we would go a lot to like families or whatever, or family friends even. And every year on cuando daban las 12, we always had like las 12 uvas, the 12 grapes.
That's a tradition I didn't know about.
Until when?
Went to Mexico. It was me and my sister Stephanie, and they served us a plate of grapes. And we started eating them. They didn't say anything.
Girl.
I finished my plate and I was like, I want more. And they were like, oh! They're like, no, esas son para las campanas. And I was like, the fuck are they talking about? And then so they served it again, and then we realized what it was for. Like they explained it to us.
What year? How old were you?
Old. It was just we didn't grow up doing that.
Really?
I want to say that we were like, I was already 14, 15.
Dang.
We knew about those, but we never really did them. We kind of just made fun of the people like running con la maleta.
See, I never knew about that until a few years ago on TikTok.
Now that I know, I always wear calzón rojo.
Even the calzones, like we make fun of my sisters and I make fun of people. Like, not
Now you can make fun of her.
But I feel like it was more like it goes to like superstitions, like.
And like después de que son las 12, like the only thing we do is like hug each other and like we're hugging everyone and like Happy New Year's and like that's it.
I feel like we just try to play games and stuff. Oh, for Christmas we do the elephant game. I forgot to mention that. But we do. I love the elephant game. It's one where you all bring a gift and then. But we do the funny. Like your gift has to be funny. Like my mom likes to do a Victoria's Secret bag, and everybody was like, "Oh, like da 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 da." It ends up being like socks or like something nothing related to Victoria's Secret. But one year we did a Maruchan cup. And we put a gift card inside. And everybody was passing that Maruchan cup around. Nobody wanted it, and they didn't know. It was like a $25 gift card. I was like,
That sounds fun. Wait, for New Year's you'll do that?
No, for Christmas. Sorry, I had forgotten about it. And for New Year's, what do we do? Lately, we've just been doing like a family thing, like just immediate family. My brother has been popping off with the fireworks. I mean, a show, not like pure fireworks. He will literally like buy the different ones and set it up so that you only turn one on and they all start going like two.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've liked that tradition better because we used to go to Kima, or we used to try to find a place that was doing the fireworks show and see it. But then you end up like you have to drive. It's always so packed because everybody their mom was out, and it just. Oh, actually, last year I spent it in Mexico, and I cried because I wasn't with my family. Oh, I wasn't with my brothers.
Oh my god, this girl. Okay, well, something I really want to do is like go to Mexico like in diciembre, donde están cuando va a haber like todos los bailes y no sé qué tanto. Like I really want to go and like just go to a baile every single fucking day and like get drink some drinks and like look at some vaqueros and like
We need to go find ourselves some husbands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about going over there for that.
I don't know. Would you, if okay, well, let's just say hypothetical situation. We go to Mexico, we visit Leslie, and you have a nice, fun night with this guy, and he's like serious, like he wants to do something. No,
Like have sex?
no.
Like what?
No, that he wants something
Like a
serious.
relationship.
Oh, okay.
Would you like go through with it? You think it would work, or like?
It's because that's so much that you have to like a long distance relationship. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
And I also think in the back of my head, I know it's like you'll never know, but I'll always be like, he's doing it for the papers. Like
That.
and I just feel like I would never let that go. I'm like, I feel like I would test. I'd have to test him, and even then, like you said, long distance is not for the weak. And I like to be. I don't know what my type is. I want clingy, but I don't want clingy. But I want the right amount of like want me when I want you, but don't want me when I am, you know.
Not in the mood to be wanted.
I don't want clingy.
I don't want clingy, but I don't want nonchalant. So you better be chalant enough, cause
Yeah, like
fucking done.
Oh, okay. What about you know the whole thing like men don't cry. What if you got like an overly sensitive husband?
Oh no.
What do you mean by
just
overly?
talking about
What do you mean by overly sensitive though?
Like if we're at a funeral and a few if that's that person you knew and it meant something to you and a few tears shed, cool. It's your mom and you're sobbing, that's fine, brother. What if it's like just somebody you know and you're crying more than me? That's just like I don't know, like you know.
I don't know.
Okay, let's not say funeral. Movies.
Yeah.
It's really dark.
I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, you're never gonna see this motherfucking person again, man. I don't know how to, tell someone to grieve, like. So no funerals.
No funerals. Let's say
Go
again,
to
we're at the
movies.
movies.
Okay,
and he starts crying at the movie.
Okay, let's not put that scenario. Just someone like that could take something like
I'm just putting
his raining guys.
Yes.
Just in general, like someone that's like really, really like emotional. Like I don't think I could. No, because let's say we're arguing and he like starts getting so sensitive and like I'm like just shut. I don't know, like no.
Okay, the reason this came up is because like we're talking about like how we have to change our like type to be with like someone like I shared my Instagram thing yesterday. Did you see on my reel that it was like saying bye to my type so I could actually get married one day?
Oh.
No worries.
I was telling Abby because I have recently been like a super huge fan of Camilo and Eva Luna, like their relationship, and it started because I see their videos.
The guy who
I showed you the mustache guy.
Oh.
Yeah, him and his wife. Well, I started watching their YouTube videos because they have a YouTube channel, and just like I was telling Abby, I'm like, I want a relationship like that. Like they're really healthy. They're really good at communicating with each other. Obviously, no one is perfect, but I just see the way they talk to each other and they talk about each other and how they raise their kids or how it seems they're raising their kids. And it's just like, I want that. But then when I look at them individually, I'm like, I'm not an Eva Luna. And I'm like, I don't know if I'd be ready for a Camilo because he is a very sensitive man, but he is very connected to his emotions, which makes him able to have that space for his wife and for his daughters. So I'm like, I'm not quite ready to be there, but I feel like it's heading that direction. Because I don't want a man that's going to be like completely shut off, that like, well, for me personally, growing up, like seeing how sometimes like, you're trying to communicate something and they just kind of shut off, like they don't want to deal with it, they don't want to change anything about it because to them it's easier. But like, where do you stand? What?
That's me.
Low-key me too, but that's what I'm saying, like
trying to change.
That's what we're trying to change. Damn, I was low-key screaming when I was talking about that.
They're all be like, damn, we heard her. Well, what's it called? When she told me this, I was like, yes, but okay, I've had one clingy boyfriend. I wouldn't care to say boyfriend.
But okay, differentiate between clingy and being emotionally intelligent and like holding that space for you.
Okay, but I'm gonna say I feel like he kind of gives me Camilo vibes. Like I remember he needed to for us to be texting constantly. Oh. And
no, that's not Camilo. That's Avaluna. But go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, well you can tell like okay like for me the texting just gave off like he was definitely an over communicator, which should be a good thing. I should like
Hey,
it.
I just got to the parking lot. Hey, I just parked. Hey,
But
I'm getting down.
he expected yeah, like he expected that same thing from that same energy from me. And at the beginning, when you're in the lovey-dovey phase, you're like, yes, amor, and you know all that. But then, like specifically this one part, he was a family friend. Oh, I had like gone home and just like I was starting to get kind of fed up with him, so I didn't reply. I used the restroom or something, and I intentionally didn't reply. I just kind of wanted a break. And he called my sister.
That's on a whole nother level. That's something that's completely.
And he was like, "Is she okay? It's because she hasn't responded to my message."
Oh my God.
And that's when I was like, "Oh Lord." And he was just the type of person like he wanted to any chance he could be like we needed to be texting, calling. And then he was a musical guy, so one time he just called me and didn't like I'm like not even to say like hey I'm like you're at the age you're not supposed to be on the phone with boys like that. So I was like hiding, and I'm like what is it? And he's literally like he would just call me and play the piano. And I would be like, is this supposed to be cute?
Ew.
And so I don't know. I definitely don't.
Okay, but
okay, we're talking grown-up relationship.
Yeah,
that's giving middle school. Like he was actually his age.
But I feel like he just scarred me because I feel like any guy that gives me like that type of sensation or feeling, I'm just like, ooh, like.
Yeah, because I was talking to that guy and he like wanted to text all the time, and it just started to feel like I wouldn't answer, and I would look back at my phone and I would be like, ugh, like I have to text him back, like ugh, like just like that, like it started to give me like the ick, and I was like, yeah, no.
But I do want someone like who would want to talk about problems. Like it's. I also need to understand like eventually like the same reason sometimes I'm just imputada that I'm gonna say stupid stuff in the moment. So it's not probably the best time for us to talk right now. So very much like but still even in my angerness to be able to communicate like, hey, I am pissed off right now. I need to walk and then I'll come back to this. Like
Yeah.
we've done that a few times, huh?
Have we? Have we actually?
We've talked about doing it.
We have talked about doing that. We will work on it the next time.
The next trip.
Oh, goodbye. Speaking of,
That's for a whole nother story, guys.
Okay, a whole nother day.
We'll keep
another time. But that's kind of reminding me of like Camila and Evaluna, because Camila, I'm sorry. But they did talk about that once, that like she comes from a family that like they communicate everything to each other. So they're like that type of family that's like, hey, I just got to the airport. Hey, I just got to the store. Hey, I just got home. Like they're the type of family that like overly communicate, I guess. And for him, it wasn't the case like that. So it took him a while. But like something that they did talk about was like coming to, I guess, an agreement. What is the word for agreement? Not agreement, but like you're both coming together to compromise.
Oh, here we go.
They're both compromising in a sense, because like for her that's something she grew up, and for him it's like, you know what, it's not a big deal. Like at the end of the day, if you want to just have that, like to feel safe that I'm okay, that I got okay to the place I'm going to, that I got okay from the airport to wherever I'm landing, like then yeah, and that's something that he's worked on. So I feel like that's what I'm saying, that like, well, I don't even know what I'm saying, but going to the point that like I like how they talked about that in a video. Like they communicate about the problems they have, they try to work to compromise that is going to reach like a good agreement for both of them, and like for both of their needs to be met, I guess I'm saying.
Like another thing, talking about what you were just saying, compromise, like family. Like if I'm a big family girl, and one of my actual first boyfriends I ever had was not a family person, and it's fine if you didn't come from that background, but for you to not want it, or not want it for like us in the future,
not be open about it.
Yeah, not be open to it. That's like no, because then you're what like I don't want to be at a family party and like my spouse not be there. Oh, yeah. Or like it me being like, oh, he just didn't want to come, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, babe. If I'm there, you're there. Like I feel like it's supposed to be like a united front, and not just that, but like I would want you to want to be there.
Yeah.
I'm like, my family's fun. They're a little the drama, but they're fun. Okay, so we're gonna talk about our types, or what we think are our types. me going first. I say I have a type, but I don't think I have a type really. Like if we do
Do
some
you mean like physical appearance, or you mean like characteristics?
all
like
of it,
personality? Okay.
because I feel like if we go from like the first boyfriend, first of all, I'll go ahead. I've only had one official boyfriend, okay, and he going to him to my last casi algo, two different species, like. So I feel like,
They
but
kind of look alike. Well, not alike. But like they're both light, like very pale.
so you think feature wise? I'm thinking about personality.
Personality wise, oh, I don't know.
I feel like they're very different. Look wise, I think they're very like definitely like.
I think one
Mi Casi Algo is more like Western style, more Mexican type, whereas like the other one was just very like about brands and how we looked, like, you know.
But I'm talking physically.
They're not look alike. Please don't do that.
I'm just saying like they were both white.
Please don't do that.
Tall.
Güeritos.
Yeah, güeritos, tall.
Okay, well, I feel like if y'all tell them güeritos, they're imagining they're literally like white, pale complected with black hair. Okay.
They're still güeros.
But they're not. I feel like when
Not
you say
saying-
güero means blonde.
What is the word for pale? No,
Pálido.
güero.
Hola, blanco.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
And then I mean, that's why when I say I have only one official boyfriend is because this is the first one I like brought to my parents. It was like boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay. You?
I've had two, but they're like in high school. Like I haven't had a relationship like outside of high school. Let's not say like, but let's say yeah. Like I mean it's high school. Like it's not like we didn't have like our own cars, our own jobs. Like so I didn't really I don't really like see it. Like I see it as like kids, like high school shit. Like, but I in my head, you know, I do think I have like a type. I just want like a fucking Mexican, tall, que se ponga botas, vaquero vibes. Yeah, like they're even like with race. Like I feel like I wouldn't want to date someone outside of my race, just because I feel like they wouldn't really like give that vaquero vibes. And like I want us to like go to Mexico and like comprar terrenos and like, you know, be over there and like I don't know. I just think I'd rather have someone in my race, but I kind of I am open to like just maybe someone that's not, you know, Mexican but still
Like
gives
willing to
vaquero
try,
vibes.
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's only been casi algos. Came to the realization I did have a few commitment issues there, but we're working on them. We're working on them, okay? Type wise, I don't think physically I do, just because they've all looked very different. It hasn't been many, but they've all had very different. I know you're not fucking talking. No, they didn't look alike. Culture wise, I would want, well, based on the ones that I have been with, no, they didn't look alike. I feel like I didn't really care about physicalities. You know what? I can't even fucking say I cared about personality traits because they were not the best of pick. Me being picky and still picking the wrong one, okay? But I guess going forward, I think I would want someone that relates to my culture, just so it's easier to make jokes because it's different. Like, you know, you have someone that's not from where I am, and even if they were born here, I would want them to like be connected to their roots because, you know, I've been wanting to make jokes about like la familia peluche or just like some vine in Spanish, or, you know, like something like, and it adds to it. It just adds to every like conversation I have like with y'all, or like, you know. But I would definitely want something like that. I again don't feel like I go more for looks, more so I want to be able to connect with them. I want them to have like be emotionally mature, be emotionally intelligent, hold that space for me, and like likewise, like the same thing that I want them to have, I want to be able to project that. Like have patience. I have to work. I feel like I still have to work on my patience because I'm not as patient as I thought I once was. So I feel like that's something I need to work on. I want them to know how to dance. That's something really fucking important to me.
Scary.
Non-negotiable for me.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay,
or at least be willing to try to learn how to dance because I don't want to be dancing alone at parties.
Okay, but someone who's willing to dance and is not stiff, because anyone can learn how to dance, but if you're gonna be fucking stiff as fuck,
My requirements aren't that high. Just fucking try. Just don't have me sitting down at a
No,
party.
I want to dance quebradita de todo, like guapango, salsa, merengue, norteña, zapateos.
That's the part where it's like scary because I have said that like that's one of my requisitos too. But then I meet like almost a lot of people and I'm just like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna settle like you. But at the same time, like, okay, you're looking like, for example, let's do makeup, like it's hard because like, okay, are they not in love? Are they not this? But it's like at the same time, I don't know, like he does not dance, he does not match my vibe, like he would just be, you know. I feel like I wanted it for so long that for him not to be a good dancer or at least want to, I don't want to just be the part where you teach someone is that I don't want it to be like, babe, let's dance. No, I want him to be like, babe, let's go. And I want to be like, oh yeah, I don't want him to be like, oh, next song or something. No, I don't want to fucking ask. I want him to be like, let's do it.
Yes, okay. The thing also for me is that every time we go out to like dance or whatever, like I'm leading y'all, which
sometimes
it's because she's the best dancer out of the three of us.
Too. Okay, but for the most part, I lead. But I want someone who leads me, someone like, you know, like I don't really dance with like, I don't remember who I've danced with they lead me like as girlfriends, like.
But so okay, also because you need to. Sometimes when I want to lead, she's just so like stubborn about leading.
I'm gonna come in defense of her because you're not a good leader. I think you are not a good dance leader.
But when it comes to like the other day that we were dancing, it's just a two-stepping and we were losing it for a second. I was like, Valeria, just let me lead because I'm like, it's probably the one thing that I like to like lead, and then she like let me and it worked out.
Yeah, it was hard, but I did it. But I just want someone who's gonna lead me because I've always led, and I want to be led.
But the question comes in, like, you want someone to let you be led, but are you gonna be willing to let yourself be led?
Yes. The times I've danced with guys, you know, it's been pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the part where it's like I want to say.
But that's like, okay. Sorry,
ahead.
but that's where them knowing how to dance comes in, because if they don't know how to fucking dance like properly, then
they don't know how to
lead. So.
And that's what I'm saying. It goes back to like, I want to say, oh, I want someone que haga vueltas, but I mean that just kind of falls under like someone who likes to dance. You know, like I feel like if you're not sure, like if like Alex, we're talking about like let's do makeup. Her husband, like he doesn't feel confident in his dancing, so obviously he's gonna do like the bare minimum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what? I retract on my statement because now that I think about it, whenever like there's guys that ask me to dance at like a club or something, I'm like, I've gotten into the habit of being like, do you know how to dance? Because I don't want to be looking like a fucking fool in the middle of the dance floor.
That's why I just say no.
Yeah. No, I always ask them. Some of them do.
You ask them?
Yeah.
Do you know how to dance?
Yeah. When they come up to me and they're like, do you want to dance? I'm like, do you know how to dance? Because I'm not about to fucking go out there. Too many times it's happened.
No, one time I got pissed off because I think it was there at it was there at Whiskey. Some guy but he was already drunk and he took me to dance and I was kind of like, this is not a good idea, Abby, but I had said yes. And we're dancing and he was missing all the steps, but he was acting like it was me, and he stopped and he was like, come on baby, like let's and I was like, oh, like excuse me, like you're the yeah, and that really took me
coming to his defense. No, but I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes when you have drinks in you,
but I wasn't drinking that day, so that was literally I was just staring at him like, who the hell, like.
Okay, I guess.
And the thing is, like, it happened a few times, and like one of the best things about dancing is if you fuck up the role, like the rule of thumb is you keep going. Yeah. You know, you don't. He was just stopping and making it even more obvious that we were fucking up, and he was trying to he was trying to be cute about it, and it was like giving me the ick. So it was just like eventually I walked off, and I was trying to lose him.
The only time I remember I asked that guy to remember that one white guy that asked me to dance at Whiskey. The first time we went, but he knew how to fucking lead and he could dance. No. At the very end, he lifted me up and I was like, "Oh, buddy, let's tone it down a minute."
Literally, like, and they're like they were dancing in the stars. Like I was like, girl.
No, for real, he was a good dancer. He really was a good dancer.
But
and he
to me,
knew
it
how to
was
lead.
funny because we left her alone for a second, and like context, like Sharon is like 4 feet tall. I'm playing. but she's short, and the guy was like almost 7 feet tall. Like it looked like it.
He was
in
really
the
tall.
but the thing is,
Next to Sharon, he looks like it was just like a funny like.
not just that, but he was very skinny. He was very slim
and it
too,
made
which
him look
added
skinny. I made him look taller.
look super tall también. But no, yeah, I
And
do
we
be
just-
asking.
We just turn around. Yeah, it's a shout out to the lady.
But no, I do be asking if they know how to dance because again, I'm not trying to look like a fool out there. At least know the basic steps. Something you can.
Okay, and like, what if estás enculada? Like, you're just like, I love this man,
I can
and
work
he
with that.
and he don't dance,
I can work.
but
with
he checks everything else off.
I can definitely work with that because
How?
I want him to be a good fucking person. Like I would rather push comes to shove, I would rather him have good morals, have a good mindset, like be faithful, be respectful, not know how to dance, whatever. I can work with that. As opposed to a man that can dance and has like nothing of what I just mentioned, or like half of the things I just mentioned. Like no me respeta, no me tiene paciencia, like not really a good man or a man that I would want. So I'm like, whatever, I can work with it.
I am not gonna settle unless he knows how to dance, and I want all of that
Just to be a
plus
testimony.
dancing.
But if
Like,
you had
it's
to
on video.
choose,
I'm not choosing.
no, if you had to choose, Valeria, that's the fucking question. If you had to choose between a man that doesn't know how to dance and is a great
Then
man,
he's
is the
not
man of
the
your
one for
dreams.
me. There is gonna be the one for me that can give me all of that.
In a perfect
And-
world, in a world where things don't go always as
No.
planned.
No.
You see, my inspiration is only I have an uncle in Mexico who, like, I love him because he's like the life of the party, and you know, like Linguana, el baile de Linguana, like he's a pro at that. He'll be there for like 5 minutes showing off his skills and stuff, and he just loves to dance. Like you never see him not dancing. Like if his wife is tired, he'll take out like her mom. Like he's just always dancing, and one day when he was telling me, he's like, I didn't know how to dance until I met her. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, like he was like, when I came into her family party, she told me, she was like, no sabes bailar. She was like, pues vas a tener que aprender. And he was just like, well, voy a tener que aprender. And he did. And like, you would never think that he didn't know how to dance. And I love that he loves it. Like he's, in el ambiente and stuff. So,
Okay, so someone that's willing to dance.
That's what we're saying.
Okay, yeah. Someone who's willing to dance and will learn how to dance good, yes.
but I guess my point is,
But if they're like de plano, like not willing to want to dance, no.
yeah, I don't know.
What was your point?
My point was saying, like, I'm pretty sure in the moments when she had to teach him at the beginning, he was not leading her and stuff like that. It was very
Okay, I
much.
can do that.
Okay. She's a great teacher. Right here. I wish. I cannot imagine us boot up because I feel like we've been so close together for the last like
6 years.
6 years.
Like we literally seen each other like 5 times out of this past week almost.
It's funny because on Sunday we ran the marathon,
Mm-hmm.
and then we hung out Monday, the day right after, and Valeria was literally like, wow, it feels like we haven't seen each other in a long time. And I was like,
It did
what?
feel like that. It did feel like that.
Like we literally saw each other yesterday, girl.
But Sharon met me when I was with that one only boyfriend, and well, I didn't affect us that much because we worked together.
Yeah, we literally had all of our shifts together. So I'm like, to me, it didn't make a difference.
But to my best friend in high school, she felt it because it was just like, he was my obsession, And it was my first boyfriend, so I feel like that was just natural. But I don't think it would be, there's a lot of mistakes I did with him that I definitely would not want to repeat again.
Mm-hmm.
And like keeping my friends a priority would be one, but I feel like it would obviously change. Like I'm gonna want to be like, guys, I wanna go be my boo thing, and I feel like we're gonna be like, always with your boo thing, huh? You know?
Yeah.
Damn, you're gonna have it tough, cause your mom's already kind of like, you're always with your friends. Your family's always like, you're always with your friends. You're always with your friends. And then when you get a boyfriend, how are you gonna split up everyone and Susie and Huntsville?
Yeah. Like okay, my family are jealous people. Like my mom is like, well, the other day I was telling her, I was like, oh mom, I want to go on a mother and daughter date, and she was like, con esta mamá o con la otra mamá? And she's like, con eso que le estás dando, le dices mamá a la otra, and all this, and I was like, oh my.
She literally thanks Susie in her face. She's like, thank you for being a second mom to my daughter in Huntsville.
So she's two-faced. Where do you think I get it from? Anyways, so there she's already jealous. Like with them, she's like, oh, but I feel like lately y'all been included in a lot of stuff with my mom, and so she likes that. I feel like we make her feel like one of the girls.
I like your mom.
Thank you.
But I really want to see us cada quien con su novio and like for us to be friends because I definitely want my partner to be friends with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I wanted like I want to be no weird vibes, you know, like
Oh no.
I want to get like along with everybody.
Yes.
Oh, imagine like triple dates, like
Guys, what if they don't end up getting along?
they have to.
I feel like at the beginning it's gonna be
I'll
weird,
make it.
and I feel like obviously like any normal relationship thing, you're gonna come into like a little bumps, like you know, like oh she said this or like that, you know. But then eventually, I think like they're gonna have to be like we're hanging out all the fucking time, you know.
I really hope that just how we've had like our fights, you know, that we still stick together and like communicate and like, hey, this bothered me, like, and like try to get over it and like.
And I think that's like we'll have a special episode to talk about those, but
The tea.
the tea.
Maybe the next one.
But our fights, if anything, I think have made us stronger. Like have shown us like, girl, we need to communicate, and even we've learned like I need to be like, okay, I need to over communicate some stuff that I think is like normal to me, but I'm like, okay, just because I feel like I'm very self-centered sometimes when when it comes to being like you don't think the way I think, and then I'm like, oh my god, not everybody thinks like you, Abby. Like
Yeah,
what?
like the fights have like definitely like made us
Learn.
just learn things that we didn't really admit or realize.
Yeah. But thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you. It's getting dark, guys.
It is getting dark.
It started raining, so
Yeah, we finished our food already, so
That was a good talk.
bye.